What a week, what a year. To add to a freshly polarised debate back at home after the disappointing defeat of the CPRS, we now have a disappointing and fragile agreement that's come out of the Copenhagen talks. But it's not to despair, because I think there's a number of very key things in a very important year that's now coming up ahead of us. This agreement is a very fragile platform which needs to be put into much more concrete terms, but there are actually very important elements of that which actually will get some financing flowing to assist a broader sweep of the particular poorest countries to prepare for the impacts of climate change, but also to get onto a cleaner development footing. There's measures there to engage with some of the to protect some of the forests and to control the impact of deforestation on carbon pollution globally. We turn to 2010 now, with which really is going to be a cracker of a year. We've got obviously a federal election, and so we'll need to be engaging in that debate, which will magnify the attention that's paid to the issue. And we've got the run into Mexico now, which will be next year's meeting of this convention, and there'll be a whole lot of politics and analysis and work that needs to be done for then. Really, Copenhagen was a story of the actual fresh geopolitics of the 21st century, where we saw for the first time the US going toe-to-toe, head-to-head with countries like China and India. It's really smashed some of the old divides or ways of understanding geopolitics, and this was really the first chance for China and India to exercise that power, and they did. So it was an unfortunate outcome in not getting a legally binding treaty, but has important political elements from which we must build. And it's also important to not forget the fact that there's significant action happening around the world despite this fragile international agreement. And one thing we did hear very strongly from countries like China and the US, that they're getting on with policies to clean up their economy for reasons as much of energy and resource security as anything else, so that it's a very foolish or risky approach to think that what's happened in Copenhagen is any excuse for not taking action here in Australia. What we need are policies on energy efficiency, emissions trading and renewable energy, and importantly, we need to put on the table a very strong target for carbon pollution reduction. That will be the 1st of February. We'll see that as the timeline out of the UN, and it's important that Australia, if it's serious about its commitment here in Copenhagen to keep global warming to less than 2 degrees, then it needs to put on the table its fair share of doing so, the 25%. So there's much to do in 2010, and I'd like first of all to thank those of you who supported us in 2009, and then to also tell you there's exciting ways in which new ways in which you can support us in 2010. Online we have the ability now for you to donate and get tax deductible donations, so please do that. Please help us. We've got lots of research, education and communication to do in 2010, and we're going to do that across the sweep of our work, from the policy work that we do, our engagement with business, our engagement in agriculture, and all of the other pieces of work and information that we do and put out there to try and improve the quality of the debate. So help us in 2010, but have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year.